What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox, as well as PC. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right, man, go ahead and give the stream a massive thumbs up. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend. We already know that the PS5 Pro has been out now for a while, almost like 4 days now. And man, I have never seen this much turmoil in gaming. Like, I feel like the console wars are starting back up again, and I've said it numerous times. It's plain and simple. If the console is not for you, then just simply don't buy it, right? And obviously on my side, over the weekend, I have produced another live stream, kind of sort of going more in depth, showing more gameplay. And another thing that I'm starting up on the channel as well is putting out 4K 60 FPS HDR content, which I've learned that YouTube takes a long time to update 4K 60 HDR videos. And I kind of started it off with Gran Turismo 7 running on the PlayStation 5 Pro with no patch whatsoever. So this is unpatched the way it is on the base PS5. And I don't know if you guys were able to check out that video, but yeah, it's running at a native 4K at 120 FPS, exactly how Digital Foundry described it. And I just feel like while I'm going to be having a separate video or separate live stream, sort of giving you guys my 100% like review thoughts on the PS5 Pro, I'll definitely say that in terms of some of the games that we're struggling to run on the base PS5, is running better on the Pro, whether it's either more frames or it's running smoother. Now, what people have to understand, one of the biggest drawbacks to the Pro is the fact that we don't have any major new games to take full advantage of the hardware, right? To take you to a whole nother level when it comes to the performance. But judging from what I've seen, Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing. I've actually played that game off stream, and especially in the high performance mode. And it is, man, it is crazy. Just running through Hogsmeade up and down, because that's the Hogsmeade area is like a very busy area where there's a lot of people walking around. And typically people do a lot of like tests on Hogwarts Legacy on PC in Hogsmeade area. And yeah, I was getting like 70, close to 80 FPS in the high performance mode, and it was smooth. I didn't get a chance to check out the ray tracing and all that stuff. That was the part that I forgot to check out because I was so busy trying to spend more time with the Pro. On top of that, too, the download speeds are insane, at least from what I've experienced. You guys already know that I have fiber optic internet, and I'm going to do a separate kind of video on that for you guys. But yeah, definitely a big jump from the base PS5. So there are areas where I feel like the PS5 Pro outshines the base PS5. But I also think that they should have done like sort of like more specific features for the Pro in terms of the software. I know they just had the dynamic background situation going on, but at the same time, I just feel like they should have added a little bit more to kind of make it a whole cohesive thing. But nevertheless, hey, let me know y'all thoughts on everything regarding the PS5 Pro, how you're enjoying the system so far, what games are you trying out. Now, another big drawback is that some of the games that I want to see running on the Pro is not available yet. Like Black Ops 6, I heard naturally it's running a little bit better on the Pro. That update, I believe, according to Zuby Tech, is not going to be live until Friday. So can't wait to see, the improvements from the Pro. But right now, from what I'm hearing, it is running a little bit better. You get a little bit more frame rate and things of that nature. And then also, what else? Space Marine 2. That's also another game that I can't wait to see. The Callisto Protocol, that I can't wait to see, what the differences are. But just running naturally off the Pro, there are some improvements. And I just feel like this console is getting a lot of hate right now, just for the simple fact that is either people just don't like mid-generation refreshes, or I don't know. I don't know what to say, but it's plain and simple. Just don't buy it. All this negativity. It's just like, man, just don't buy the console. And Sony right now, they even said, Hiroki Kotoki, Sony CFO, said that PS5 Pro is performing better than the PS4 Pro around this same time frame of the launch of the PS4 Pro. And that is a huge W. So regardless of the price being too ridiculously high for some people, people are still buying this console. I mean, people was even coming after me saying, oh, you're spending $1,700 on a TV, and then plus you're buying the Pro for another $700. That's over $2,000, and at that point you might as well buy a PC. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see all those comments, and all I could do is smile. Like, bro, it's the same thing with PC. You spend $5,000 on a freaking PC, $3,000 on a PC, excluding the monitors. Right? Because obviously you're going to need a monitor to play it on, a really good high refresh rate monitor. Just on the tower alone, you're spending, for a high-end PC, you're spending $3,000, $2,500, way higher, obviously. Right? So I just see a lot of people like, okay, why are people spending this much money to get the full potential out of the PS5 Pro? Bro, it's plain and simple. Like, you want the best experience possible. That's what it is, bro. Like, I've never seen this much nonsense in my entire life. Like, it's simple, bro. Like, people are pocket watching people. People are saying, oh, why are you spending this? Well, why are you doing this? No, because you spend your money how you see fit. And it's like, okay, for instance, even with the whole PC situation, I've seen tons of videos comparing PS5 Pro to $800 PCs, $700 PCs. And it's like, why didn't you do that when the base PS5 dropped? Why all of a sudden now you're making videos showing people, oh, what if you, but my whole thing is like, what those videos are misleading, because what they're not doing is going in depth and telling you the different variables. What if you don't want a PC? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if you don't want a PC? Silent Hill, thank you so much for the $2. Yeah, my whole thing is like this. What if you don't want a PC? Like, what if you want a console? You see what I'm saying? Like, allow people to make that purchasing decision. Like, buy whatever you want. And the thing is, once you buy a really good TV to maximize what the Pro can do, it's the same thing with a PC. You buying a really, really good monitor to maximize your PC, whether it's an OLED monitor, whether it's a mini LED monitor, whatever the case may be, right? So it's like, really? It's like, really? So I don't know, man. I just don't freaking know. Because this is a scam now. Still is. What is a scam? Please tell me what's a scam. Akoleta, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for your love and for your support. What is a scam? Please tell me what's a scam. Please tell me, because people are saying that this is a scam. What is a scam? What is a scam? Just don't buy it. It's plain and simple, bro. Like, just don't buy the console. If you think it's a scam, don't buy it. I'm pretty sure you're referring to the PS5 Pro. It's like, I've never seen this much hate for a friggin' console. Like, people who want a mid-generation refresh, they're going to be the ones that's going to buy it. You honestly think that mid-generation refreshes are going to stop existing because you think it's a scam? Come on, bro. You know better than that. Okay, same thing I can sit here and say about graphics card. You know, these mid-gen graphics card, right? Oh, 4080 Super and, you know, all this crap, right? All these mid-generation graphics cards, they're really not that needed because they don't really offer too much more groundbreaking performance over the original. Like if you pair up a 4080 Super to original 4080, it's not a huge jump at all. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you have an original 4080, you're just fine. Same thing with the PS5. Like some games are going to be a jump, a huge jump, day and night jump. And some games are just going to be smaller because it all depends on the developer and what they're able to achieve with the console. And the Pro is doing exactly what I've been wanting since the beginning of this generation. You see what I'm saying? Like the Pro is doing exactly what I signed up for, right? 4 years ago. The Pro should have been what we signed up for 4 years ago with current generation console. Period. Right? So I don't understand. And mind you, there's nothing new right now. There's nothing major dropping new right now until 2025. Everybody already knows this. Same old song and dance. And it's simple, bro. Just don't buy the console. Just keep your base PS5. If you think you're scamming, you're being scammed, or Sony is scamming you, or whatever you want to say, at the end of the day, bro, it boils down to what do you want? And I see some people saying, oh, you're trying so hard to sell people on the Pro, showing off all these gameplay videos and gameplay streams. What? Wait, what? I'm just showing you what the console is able to do. I'm not forcing you to buy the Pro. Did some of the most ridiculous nonsense, acidine foolishness that I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, nobody's forcing you to buy the Pro. Of course, people are going to make videos on the Pro, right? Of course, people are going to show you what the differences are, right? So you sitting here talking about somebody trying to force you into buying a PS5 Pro. That's ludicrous to me, bro. Nobody is forcing you. And it's plain and simple. When the new games start dropping, maybe some of you guys would change your mind. Until then, just don't buy it, right? I can't wait to see what Sony and their first party developers are going to be able to do with the Pro. I can't wait to see these newly developed third party games that are currently still in development right now. Those are the games that I'm really, really, really excited about. GTA 6, which is a topic that we're going to be talking about here today. I'm telling you guys, man, I cannot wait to see those bigger AAA games running on the PS5 Pro. That's what it's all about, because if it's still in development right now, it has a chance to really shine on the Pro. That simply means that developers, they ain't got to patch nothing. They're still developing with PS5 Pro in mind. So that simply means that they have a chance to make sure that their games are optimized, that their games are fully utilizing the friggin' hardware. It's as simple as that. You see what I'm saying? Just like with the PS4 Pro. When the PS4 Pro came out, it was the same thing. There was a lot of hate. There was a lot of negativity, and people still bought it. 20 to 30% of the fan base still bought the freaking PS4 Pro. Same thing here right now. Am I saying that the console is perfect? No. Am I saying it's a 10 on the games that I've experienced so far and I've seen the improvement? Heck yes. Heck yes, it's a 10 in terms of my gameplay experiences on a lot of the games that I have played. I played about over 20 games at this point. Am I simply saying that all 20 something games are so fantastic? No, because some of them are marginal. Some of them you see the difference, and some of them it's just a FPS kind of boost type thing. And that's great, because you know what? I'd rather get more frames. I'd rather get more frames than still being stuck at 30 or below 30 FPS. The console is doing what it set out to do. Some of you guys want a brand new CPU. Some of you guys want to see huge freaking leaps. The console is only $200 more. Only $200. It's not like it's a whole $500 more. It's only $200 more. And you're getting a 2 terabyte 2 terabyte SSD. You're getting a 2 terabyte SSD with that. Yes, you don't get the disk drive, but at the same time, you're still getting a 2 terabyte, right? Which a 2 terabyte SSD goes for almost $200 by itself, right? And some of y'all acting like the PS5 Pro is a PlayStation 6. It is not a PlayStation 6. It is a mid-generation. It's just an extension of the base PS5. The most and all the capabilities of the Pro is within the GPU and with PSSR. And PSSR is now outshining even DLSS. Come on, you guys know this, right? So I don't know why so much negativity on the console. I don't understand. Just man, I think people just love negativity at the end of the day. And Sony knows at the end of the day that every single PlayStation fan is not going to buy this console, right? They're going to wait. If you want to sit there and wait 4 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years, however how long it takes Sony to come out, engineer and develop the PS6, be my guest. Because at the end of the day, we all have options. I see a comment today. It was so ridiculous. All I could do was laugh. Oh, why are you showing us gameplay on the? Why are you showing us gameplay on the PS5 Pro when Why are you showing us gameplay on the PS5 Pro when you have a 4080 Super? You have a 4080 Super and a 7800 X3DX. Why are you showing us gameplay on PS5 Pro when you need to be showing us gameplay on your PC? You need to show us what that PC can do. PC and console is two different things. Okay? Who wants to see a 4080 Super gameplay? Who wants to see that? What's so new? What's so hot right now? There is a difference between it. It's like all this salt for no reason, bro. Like, I don't understand. Just don't buy it. Nobody is forcing you. So I just have to address it, man. It's just plain and simple, right? And at the same time, you sit there and you say you're done with Sony. Oh, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done with Sony. You know, I quit. I'm done with them. Are you? Are you done? Because the same narrative that I've heard with Microsoft, where some people, oh, I'm done with Xbox. I'm done. I'm trading in my Xbox console and I'm done with Xbox. But your console is still sitting there on your desk laughing. Just laughing like, okay, buddy, I'm still sitting here. Yeah, right? You can say you've done all you want, right? But you still turn around and still support the same company that you say you're done with. Hypocritical. Like, keep it a buck, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, not every single thing is going to go in your favor. You're not going to get every single thing that you want. I told you guys, like, if Sony would have put a new CPU inside of the PS5 Pro, people still would have been complaining. If Sony would have added a disk drive in the friggin' box, people still would have been complaining. So it's like you can never be happy. You can never please everybody, right? So it's just like, even with PC, NVIDIA is not forcing you to buy a 4090. It's an $1,800 card, right? Nobody is forcing you to buy it. Nobody is forcing you to buy a 4080 Super either, right? So you can settle for whatever. You got plenty of options. Same thing with consoles. You have plenty. Nobody's begging you to buy a Pro. You got a Series X that you can go out there and go buy and support Microsoft. You got a original PS5 that you could go out there and support Sony. You got PC that you can go out there and go build if you got that money. Okay, you got cloud gaming, right? You got GeForce Now. Like, you have all this crap. You have mobile. You have infinite possibilities. So why are you just hang up on one thing? Why is it so hurtful, right? Like, why is it hurting you so much? Just let it be what it's going to be. And on top of that too, I've said this, man, and I feel like what Sony is doing right now with the Pro, PlayStation 6, this is opening up new waves and new ideas for developers, right? And abilities, right? For what's next, for what's to come next, right? Because best believe PlayStation 6, oh man, oh, you just wait. You just wait until we start learning more and more information. And it's going to be similar to the PS5 Pro. The only difference is brand new CPU and more RAM, right? Faster RAM or whatever the case may be. Maybe more GPU performance or whatever the case may be. And granted, once we get to PlayStation 6, it's going to be something to complain about. So you're not going to get every single thing that you want. You're just not. So you just got to get in where you fit in at. It's that simple. It's that plain and simple. It's the same thing about the TV situation. Like, oh, you spending all this money on a TV. Bro, look at these monitors. Look at these 4K OLED monitors. You honestly think that these 4K OLED monitors are cheap? Oh, well, just buy a monitor. Why are you buying a TV? You buy a TV because you want a much more better experience. You want to be more engaged, more immersed into your experience, right? You know how much for one of these OLED 4K 240 hertz monitor? You know how much for one of those monitors? $1,500 for one of the higher end ones. $1,500. That freaking LG 32-inch OLED monitor that I see some YouTube channels are recommending people to buy for the PS5 Pro. Oh, I don't see nobody talking about that, right? $1,500 with taxes. That's almost the price of a high-end TV. Almost the price of a super high-end TV. Almost the price of this LG G4. Oh, you buy this expensive TV. Really? Is it that expensive? When you're sitting here buying monitors for $1,600? Yeah, it's really expensive, huh? Right? And you're buying that monitor for your PC, and then you're also using it on your console. It's the same thing. I don't understand the hypocrisy. Like, it's the same thing. Keep it a buck. Like, either way you go, whenever there's something new coming out, you're going to prepare yourself for it. If you can afford it, you're going to drop that bag on it regardless of how much it is, as long as you can afford it. Watch when January comes around, right? And we get to CES and NVIDIA reveals the 5090, right? Price don't matter to some people. They're going to drop $2,000 on a 5090 just for the card alone. Almost $2,000 just for the card, not the rest of the component. So by the time you add everything up, you just drop $5,000. Man, why you spend $5,000 on a PC? That's my business, because I want to spend 5Gs. You see what I'm saying? Oh man, you could have did this, you could have did that. Whatever, man. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Stop pocket watching other people. Buy whatever you can afford. Do you at the end of the day. And stop worrying about what the next man is doing with his freaking money. What he does with his money is none of your business. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. If somebody wants to buy a PS5 Pro and buy a 65-inch, an 84-inch, 83-inch, whatever the case may be, TV, or they want to go out there and spend $3,000 on 2 OLED monitors, that's their friggin' business. Be happy for them. Hey, congrats, man. You know, that's wonderful that you're spending that type of money. It's just, stop this nonsense, bro. Stop it before it's too late. Like, it's just, why can't we just game? Like, why can't we just, just enjoy gaming? Like, why it always has to be this toxic and negative on just, like, you know what? Let me just move on, man. Let me just get into the topics, because it's just, that's all I see every single day is just like how much people feel like, people are just wasting their money on this and wasting it. Let them waste their money. This console is a scam. Well, if you think it's a scam, then don't support it. As a matter of fact, I would just go ahead, sell your PS5 and unsubscribe from PlayStation Plus and be done with Sony. Wash your hands and be done with them if they're a scam. Because I can almost guarantee you, once they drop a game that intrigues you, you are going to want to buy it. Period. End of story. Wait, I thought you said you were done. Nah, I'm not done. I'm not done. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Hit that like button for me. So, on today's show, just had to clear that air on that, man. It's so annoying. Ugh. So, we're going to talk about what's going on and what's being said about the PS5 Pro in regards to the graphical power and capabilities of this machine, with two games that was shared with us. So we're going to go into that here today for you guys. We're also going to talk about GTA 6 as well, because GTA 6 is upon us very, very soon. In terms of the release, I mean, fall 2025, Rockstar Games came out and pretty much confirmed that. But we do have some more details in regards to hardware and how one specific hardware could really open up a lot of possibilities for PS5 Pro. So we're going to elaborate on this situation in regards to GTA 6. So you don't want to miss out on that one. We're also going to talk about the sales of the PS5 Pro and what's being said here in regards to how things are going. We're also going to be digging into a huge PS5 feature when it comes to the actual controller that may or may not even happen, but still, hey, it's being talked about right now. And I think that will definitely add huge value for a lot of you guys as well. We're also going to talk about the next generation of Xbox because we do have some debates that's being talked about right now. And so we're going to be digging into this with some higher ups and everything. You don't want to miss out on that. Indiana Jones for the Series X and S, and also for PS5, and it will get enhanced for PS5 Pro as well. We're going to talk about Indiana Jones. We have some new gameplay that we're going to go ahead and take a look at as well. So if you guys are interested into that, yeah, please stick around. Also, the PlayStation Call of Duty time exclusivity deal is now officially over. So now it seems as though, officially the deal is over with now. Obviously, Sony have a deal in place with Microsoft in regards to Call of Duty. And if you are in the market right now for a Series X, I wanted to highlight this. So Xbox price cuts begin ahead of Black Friday. Series X and expansion cards included. It's that time of the year. So if you really want to get a Xbox Series X, it is $449 right now, just $50 off. I know that this is not a huge cut or drop or anything like that, but hey, there you guys go on that one. Obviously on the expansions and things of that nature, I think the regular price was like $359. Now it's going for $200 on the expandable, storage and stuff like that. And obviously they have different controllers on sale. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in picking up a Series X and what have you. Also, too, Stalker 2 is now available to download on Xbox right now. So yeah, Stalker 2 is getting ready to drop like real soon here. And you're going to be looking at a whopping 147.6 gigabyte total. Yes. So make sure you uninstall some stuff, man. These games are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, it's going to be dropping on Game Pass on November 20th. Yes, I'll definitely give it a shot for sure on the Series X. So make sure you clear out your storage, y'all. Make sure y'all clear out your storage. 147 gigs of storage. So yeah, make sure you guys prepare for that one. Oh, the G4. Oh God, man, the G4 is everything that I ever wanted in an OLED TV, bro. I started out with the LG C10. We had that years ago. I started having issues where the TV won't come on, or it would take longer to come on. So we had to bring that in for repair. Then I got the money from that and made up the difference, brought back the B4 and got the G4. So let me tell you this right now. If you are just now starting out you're on a budget, go with the LG B4. Now that I've owned the LG B4, which a lot of people don't talk about the B4 as much on YouTube, but hey, it's the entry level, LG TV, and it's perfect. It's perfect. It has all the ports, has full bandwidth, 48 gigabits per second, full bandwidth. For the PS5 Pro, it has everything for $650. It's a very good way to get in. But man, the G4 is on a whole. Now that I have basically almost 48 hours of owning the G4, man, the G4 is leagues ahead of the B4. It's so much more brighter. It's just, I don't know. The picture quality is so much better. The processor is just even better that they added in there. Is so much faster. Things are more snappier. I've noticed that. And the brightness booster capabilities that was missing from the B4 is in the G4. Man, if you want the ultimate, I know some people are going to be like Samsung S95B or Samsung S95D or whatever. Go do your Samsung if you want. I don't like Samsung's UI. I do still have my S95B, and that's in the master bedroom. And it's just I don't like the Tizen OS. I just don't like it. LG's software, in my opinion, I do like it more than the Tizen OS, but I do still have that 65-inch S95B, and that TV, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. And come to think of it, I have best of both worlds now. I have the Quantum Dot and I have the WOLED. So man, the G4 though, it's brighter. It's brighter than the S95B. It is brighter. And I love it. And especially where I'm going to be keeping it right here, wherever I'm doing the gameplays and stuff like that for you guys. And I have windows open and stuff. This thing gets insanely bright, especially with the newest update that just dropped and brought it up to 300 more nits. That is just insane. I've never seen any TV, at least as far as I'm concerned, that ever got an update to make the screen go brighter. Typically, you got to pay more money to get a newer processor, to get a better panel, or to get a brighter screen, whatever the case may be. But the fact that the nits on this went up 300 to 400 nits in game mode, in the game mode it gets so extremely bright, I have to turn it down, bro. I have to turn it down to 80, 75. I also redid my settings and everything. And man, the PS5 Pro is just shining on the G4, bro. That's why I told you guys, if you can stretch it, go for it. Treat yourself. Just like how some of y'all are going to be buying these 5090s and 5080s and stuff. If you can do it, do it. Because the experience that you're going to have, man, it's worth it, bro. Same thing with the PS5 Pro. It's not going to be for everybody. But at the same time, if you want more frames and, a sharper, more crisper resolution, and you care about ray tracing from a console standpoint, the PS5 Pro checks all those boxes. Am I simply saying that all these older games are just going to miraculously become a remaster? No. But man, I played some more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh my God. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It is a day and night difference. I am telling you guys, it is a day and night difference. Bro, Hogwarts Legacy, I played Hogwarts, and I'm telling you right now, in that high frame rate mode, bro, I was getting over 80 FPS. Literally over 80 FPS with Hogwarts. It looks sharp. It looks crisp. And then with the G4, obviously, it does have that AI upscaling and things like that for the image on top of what the PS5 Pro is already doing. Hogwarts Legacy looked amazing on the PS5 Pro. And with that, with more, even more frame rate, it just really stand out. So some of these games that I played and tested, man, I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. It just makes me think like, Sony, why did you come out with the OG PS5? Why? especially on some of these Unreal Engine 5 games. Am I simply saying that every single Unreal Engine 5 game is just going to just leave the original PS5 in the dust? No, but I'll be happy with 20 more frames, 25 more frames, or even 15 more frames, whatever as long as it's not 30 FPS, I'm good to go. As long as I'm getting closer to 60 or even above 60, that's that's more than good enough for me. So there's that one, man. Let's get right off into the show. And do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button for me. Hopefully I answered your question that you guys may have in regards to the Pro, in regards to the TV. We're going to have a separate stream going more in depth with the Pro. You don't want to miss out on that one. All right. You guys know I'm good for it too. So let's get it popping, man. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. Oh boy. And then we have some more Xbox stuff to talk about and discuss as well. So buckle up, get ready, boys. It's going down. So I know first thing some of y'all are gonna say, oh man, this is old game. This is an old game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The fact that this thing is shining more on the PS5 Pro, that speaks volume. What does this mean? What are you talking about? Okay, I'm talking about Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Okay, and how the fact that I even showed you, matter of fact, I even showed y'all on stream. I showed y'all on the G4. I showed you guys, man, that part where Joel was on the horse in the very beginning of the game. And we was in the water, the river. And I just kind of just let Joel sit on the horse right there. And you could see the stream of water coming down. I mean, it looked so freaking good. It already looked amazing on the base PS5. But man, PSSR is working magic. And now we have an article on this conversation that we had over the weekend with you guys. We showed you guys the gameplay already over the weekend. Here we are with an article based off of what I showed you guys. And this is why I try to tell you guys, like, yeah, it might not be a huge jump for some of y'all, but this is a step in the right direction for what first party games are going to potentially look like and play like. We didn't have any issues at all. Zero issues with first party games running on the original PS5. So I can only imagine how much more can we get? How much more performance can we get, y'all? I'm pretty sure it's going to be even more. So let's take a look at this. All right, so hands-on, Last of Us Part 2 marries visuals and frame rate in PS5 Pro. Game changer. Best of both worlds on offer. So this is freaking insane. Okay, so the very first game Sony chose to market its upgraded PS5 Pro console alongside during its short reveal video was The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, which at the time felt like a double-edged sword. Its outstanding quality means hardcore PS5 owners are always open to replay of the Naughty Dog game, but from a visual perspective, it already looked pretty incredible on PS4. It's also already looks pretty incredible on the PS5 thanks to a native PS5 remaster from the start of the year. Now, placing the focus entirely on visuals without any hands-on time with the controller, Last of Us Part 2 remaster on a PS5 Pro could be Listen, hold on. Let's take a look at this. Now, when you look at this game, I showed you guys gameplay on this, right? Now, for me, when I saw this, I was like, it looks a little bit more sharper, more crisp. I didn't really necessarily saw a huge difference, but playing in the Pro mode, it really shows me what PSSR can do, right? In some cases, even looking even better than native 4K. And I'm like, bro, and obviously, you know, with upscaling, obviously you're going to have some artifacts, glitches here and there, and whatever the case may be. But bro, this looks amazing on the PS5 Pro. I mean, it already looked amazing on the original PS5, but what I'm trying to stress to you guys, how much of a game changer PSSR is, right? Like, man, this really, oh my God. You know what's even crazier? God of War Ragnarok on the PS5 Pro. Oh my God. Whoa, oh my God. It looks so much better than the original PS5 version. I mean, mind you, the original PS5 version of the game looked amazing. But bro, let me tell you guys this, man. Listen, bro. If this is a first part, this is a remaster, right? That you could even barely see the difference, right? Between Last of Us Part 2 and the remaster. And then now we have Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro with PSSR, right? And you are already, let me try to break this down so you guys can understand exactly what's being said here. Sony enhanced PS5 Pro system allows Last of Us Part 2 remaster to run in a new graphical setting. The Pro mode, it renders natively at 1440p, but PSSR, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, then upscales the resolution to 4K while targeting 60 frames per second. This setting essentially takes the performance mode of the original PS5 remaster and works on the resolution through AI upscaling. It retains the steady 60 FPS and improves the graphics further to make for a much more even better playing game. All right. So this is, again, it's funny how they highlighted this game because, like I said, I saw it with my own two eyes. On top of that, we're not even done yet. Take a look at this. Hogwarts. Okay. So hands-on PS5 Pro injects more magic into Hogwarts Legacy. And right now, what are they talking about right here? They're talking about there is no new PS5 Pro specific mode to choose in Hogwarts. Instead, the studio has provided upgrades across all graphical options it already offered. No matter which one you pick, PSSR, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, is active to keep the resolution as high quality as it can possibly be. While it works on resolution, the frame rate cap in both fidelity modes stays at 30 FPS, and performance mode is the option for a solid 60 frames per second if your TV supports it. There is a high performance mode, all right, HFR performance mode that uncaps the frame too, which I've played myself. Now, take a look at this. Now, the ray tracing is the main enhancement on top of any visual and performance rate boost, which is a feature that's already available in the base PS5, but has been further upgraded for PS5 Pro. Essentially, ray trace reflections, shadows look much more clear, colorful, and striking, particularly noticeable when walking past many stained glass windows of Hogwarts Castle. They cast an impressive reflection onto the ground. Here are some examples. Now look at this. Obviously, we saw this from earlier when Sony had showed it off, but look at this, bro. Like that looks amazing. That's like again, this is like PC level type of ray tracing. Like this is stuff that you see on PC, right? Man, like I said, if you are somebody that cares about ray tracing, then here you are, right? This is great. Look at this, look at the light and look at the reflections from the glass onto the ground, bro. Like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just those little extra details. And it ties in with what Mark Cerny was saying, the advanced ray tracing capabilities of the PS5 Pro. I can't wait to see how much more developers are going to optimize their games to really shine on the PS5 Pro. It says, as you explore more of the open world, you will start to notice these improved reflections in the body of water surrounding Hogwarts, as well as some of the caves buried into the mountains. Once you cast Lumos, it might well be pre-existing feature, but Avalanche Software has put it into the work on PS5 Pro to make ray tracing pop so much more. Oh man. Obviously, elsewhere, it's difficult to really pinpoint where PSSR is working and where the base visual output lies before the feature comes into play. That's crazy to think. Listen to that. That's crazy to think that they can't even pinpoint the difference between the native visual output or the base visual output or PSSR. What does that tell you, guys? No, pause right here. Pause real quick. Pause. What does that tell you? Let's stop right there for a minute. What does that tell you? Like, even for me, like, even when I'm playing in the PS5 Pro, for the games that have PS5 Pro mode or PS5 Pro enhanced mode, whatever the case may be, it's kind of hard for me sometimes to kind of tell, like, I mean, like, man, this is running natively. This is like running natively, like either close to native or even better than native. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's kind of hard to pinpoint the difference, but that's how good PSSR is. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That is insane. When you really, the console ain't even fully out for a month. It ain't even out for a year yet. Can you imagine what developers are going to be able to do? Can you imagine what Mark Cerny is going to do once he gets to cooking with PSSR? Once AMD helps out to... I don't even know what else to say, man. These are older games. And if the evidence are very clear to understand in games like this, can you imagine next year? And this is the whole point of us talking about this. Can you imagine what games, what these games that are still in development right now, how are these games going to shine? How is PSSR going to take advantage of these games moving forward? Come on, you guys know this. So it's like, man, I'm telling you, this is crazy, man. This is freaking crazy. Like, even to think about this, right? This part right here where they said that overall PS5 Pro makes a magical experience that obviously a little bit better in specific situations. So in terms of the overall experience, they're saying that, hey, the PS5 Pro in certain specific situations is better. And the new ray traced effects work spectacularly well. A dramatic improvement over what's available on the base PS5. Just so y'all know that I'm not making this up, see it right here in front of your eyes. A dramatic improvement over what's available on the base PS5, but that's about as far as things go. PSSR is being put to work, but within the vast expanses of the actual open world. Like, this is, guys, I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. As demanding as Hogwarts is, and to really see how the PS5 Pro shines on this game where it's just a patch experience and not a fully developed experience. Man, buckle up, man. Buckle up. And these are some screenshots that were shared from the PS5 Pro and everything. So I wanted to show you guys as well. And yeah, man. Hogwarts shines on the Pro, man, with PSSR. It shines on the Pro with PSSR. So there it is. If you guys want to see some gameplay of it, I can definitely do some gameplay for you guys, so you guys can see what the differences are. But yeah, man, these two games, you know, they're elaborating on PSSR and what PSSR is able to do, and obviously the capabilities of the PS5 Pro. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section down below. Oh boy. Let's talk about GTA 6. Now, this is a topic that I really want to talk about because in regards to the PS5 Pro, and this is the reason why we're going to talk about this. So do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button for me as well. Now, hold on to your seats. Okay. So one of the biggest debates right now is, can GTA 6 run on the PS5 Pro. And a lot of people have it to say that it can't run on the PS5 Pro at 4K 60 or can't run on it very well because the CPU is the same. And that worries them. Well, my friends, what we're about to talk about right now is going to share a whole new light on that particular perspective. I wouldn't necessarily go and say that it's chopped liver. I wouldn't go necessarily and say that. But in terms of games that weren't running very well on the base PS5, you're going to see the difference. I am telling you right now, Resident Evil 4, 120 FPS. God of War, I've shown you guys. Like the games that you will see the difference on. What's it? Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Man, listen, bro. just buckle up, bro. Buckle up. All right. It's man, I'm telling you, PS5 Pro is showing so much potential, huge potential to be greater in the future. PlayStation 6 to be even greater in the future. All right. So let's get on this whole topic of GTA 6 right now. And when you hear this information, it's going to let you understand that you don't need to be worried about GTA 6 running on PS5 Pro. Let's take it away. So this is coming from Eurogamer.com. GTA 6 publisher, I quote, not really worried about Xbox Series S performance. What does that tell you? If the head Struss Zelnick, if the head of Take-Two is saying that he ain't worried about getting GTA 6 to work on the Series S, you honestly think that they're worried about PS5 Pro? Man, PS5 Pro will be the best place to play GTA 6. If this man is saying that he ain't worried about Series S, which a lot of developers have been complaining about since the start of this generation, about not enough VRAM and, it's holding them back, and all these different features that they can't even add because of the limited capabilities of the console. And a game like GTA 6 that's going to be mind-blowing when it comes to the gameplay. If he's saying that he's not worried about Series S, we shouldn't be worried about PS5 Pro, because PS5 Pro is far more superior than the Series S. And if we're hearing this right now, this should shed some light on that particular machine. Now, listen to this. We have heard complaints about Baldur's Gate 3. We have heard complaints from Dune Awakening. I mean, all this stuff, the list goes on and on and on and on from different developers saying that the console this and the console that in terms of VRAM and this and that. But during Take-Two's latest earnings call, Zelnick was asked whether the Xbox Series S would potentially be an issue on GTA 6's release. It was noted the next entry in Rockstar's series would be pushing a lot of boundaries from a technical standpoint. Addressing this, Zelnick simply said the team would always, quote, find a way to support platforms despite different levels of tech in a bid to alleviate any concerns. Quote, our labels are really good at that, he said. I am not really worried, end quote. Zelnick went on to state he has never allowed himself to worry about hardware and where it is going. Quote, and I've said this many times over the years because, first of all, I don't worry about things over which I have zero control. And secondly, because I do believe in the audience. The audience is going to show up if you have great properties. And so we just have to make sure to be on an array of platforms, end quote. He elaborated. And quote, if one platform diminishes in value, there's always another one. So we are seeing great growth in PC now, for example, and I have been able to view that open formats would continue to grow. PC is an open format, right? And on top of this, if he's saying all this, what does that tell you? Now, one of the biggest things is that Rockstar always put their games at 30 FPS or cap their games at 30 FPS, regardless of the fact, man, the fact that we have PS5 Pro now, bro, this gets me excited. The fact that we have PSSR, you guys are not even understanding what I'm telling y'all right now. This tells me that Rockstar right now knows that they have to optimize GTA 6 very well. The fact that this game is only going to be launching on consoles to start off with. Listen, bro. Listen. Come on. Hey, like I said, PS5 Pro is not going to be for everybody. It's not. Is it the talk of the industry right now? Yes, because it's new. It just came out. So people are going to be talking about it. But what I'm talking about is from a hardware standpoint, and I feel like if the head of Take-Two Interactive is saying what he's saying, we as gamers, we shouldn't really necessarily worry, because shoot, if they're not going to really worry and they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that the game is going to run on that console, because that's more money for them. Why not make it run on the Series S, right? Because majority of people bought the Series S. Well, now we're hearing that the Series X has outdone the Series S recently in sales, but I'm just saying, like, why not make it run on that? There's a lot of casuals with the Series S and maybe even some hardcore fans with the Series S. So, yeah, it's going to run. GTA 6 is going to run, but at what resolution, at what frame rate, we don't know. But it's going to run. It's definitely going to run. Now, don't sit here and expect it to run at 1440p 120. It's not going to happen. I can tell you that off the rip. It's not going to happen. So, yeah. But it's going to run. And I do agree with him on that one, 100%. And when it comes to the base PS5 and the Series X, yeah, 100%. It's going to run on those consoles too. It just matters on what do you want? What do you want? That is plain and simple. Let's finish reading the end of this one right here, and then we're gonna start off with the rest of the topic. So he said, I quote, "I do think PC will continue to be a more and more important part of the console business going forward, and that isn't complicated for us to support at all. So the bottom line is we are selective about which platforms we support. We make the tech work when we can make it work, as long as the audience is big enough to make that worthwhile." End quote. That's it. I agree 100%. So for those of you who are worrying about, you know what I'm saying, GTA 6 running on the Pro, don't worry. Because at the end of the day, it can either go two ways. Either you're going to be disappointed that it's not running at native 4K 60, or you're disappointed that it's not at a lock 60. Whatever the outcome is going to be, it is what it is. It's still going to be if the frame rate is higher, or if it's running at a higher resolution or even higher frame rate than the base PS5, it's still going to be the best place to play. Same thing here, case in point with the Xbox Series S. Doesn't matter, right? Because you know what you signed up for when you bought the Series S. You know what you signed up for. You know every single game is not going to run at 1440p. You know that already off the rip. You know that. They marketed it as a 1440p machine. Doesn't mean that every single thing is going to run, because it comes down to how demanding the games are, right? You already know that you have limited VRAM versus what's inside of the Series X. So therefore, like I said, for PS5 Pro being light years ahead of Series S in terms of power and capabilities, I can't wait for GTA 6, man. I cannot wait for them to drop that trailer, bro. And we get, even more information on it. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Yeah, let's get it. All right, so let's talk about PS5 Pro and the sales of the Pro. Now, while we don't have necessarily numbers to go over, we have sort of a rough estimate or a rough idea of what we're looking down the barrel of in terms of what's happening right now in terms of the sales, right? Console sales in general for PlayStation right now, which we have went over that already recently because they just had their earnings call and everything, which we dig into a lot at the last show. But let's dig into it here in regards to the PS5 Pro. So here's this. With all the hate that this console is getting right now, Sony says, listen to this. Sony says that PS5 Pro price hasn't had a negative impact on console sales. And then we also heard that it's selling a bit better than the PS4 Pro around this same time when the PS4 Pro released years ago. So that is already a huge step. That's already a huge step forward right there. The fact that this thing is selling more than the original PS4 Pro, the original mid-generation refresh, that's a huge W for Sony. And so let's speak on this here. This is coming from PSU.com. He said that the president of Sony Interactive Entertainment has said the high price point, which a lot of you dudes saying that, oh, I'm not buying it, or I'm not this, or this high price point is just going to damage stuff. The high price point of the PS5 Pro has not negatively impacted sales of the console. Speaking during the company's latest earnings call on Friday, Hiroki Kotoki noted that the high-end system is targeted at a specific hardcore audience of gamers. Again, not for you. Okay, those of you who are saying it's too expensive, it's a scam, it's this, it's that, if you got to question all that, it's not for you. Simple as that. Let's go ahead and let's dig into the actual quote. Hardcore users are the target of this hardware in terms of the pricing. Many people made different comments on that. Shows you that Sony is actually paying attention. But pricing on the PS5 Pro has not had a negative impact, I don't think. So he's saying right now, from what he think, it does not have a negative impact. And who else would better know than him, right? So he's giving us a rough idea right here that he don't think it has a negative impact on the console sales right now with that high price point. Now, obviously, time will tell, and we will see as time progresses, because I think one of the biggest things on why the Pro is still in stock right now is because people are waiting for games that are developed with PS5 Pro in mind from scratch, like nothing that is being patched or anything that's already previously released on the current gen hardware that we currently do have right now. And that's what people have to understand, that these are older games that were developed with the base PS5 in mind. You understand what I'm saying? And all they're doing is patching it. So you cannot expect everything to just be flying off the shelves in terms of performance. But so far, I'm really impressed with what the Pro can do. Like, there's so many possibilities of what this machine can do. And next year, I cannot wait. And you guys know I'm going to keep you up to date on everything in regards to that. All right, so let's move on here to a topic that, we need to talk about this. So we're talking about the next generation of Xbox. And we need to talk about this, bro. We got to talk about this right now. We have to talk about this. Big style. Big style right now. You know what I mean? Big style right now. We got to talk about this right now. Hit that like button for me. Hit that share button for me. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank y'all so much for the support. Now, check this out. Which Microsoft has always touted power. And like I told you guys before, what it really boils down to is, how are you utilizing that power? How are you utilizing that power? Now, remember that statement that Sarah Bond and Matt Booty made? Oh, yeah. The next generation of Xbox is going to be a huge technical leap. The largest technical leap. So, Xbox fans, ponder what largest technical leap means for the Series X successor as a part of Microsoft's next-gen roadmap. Ooh. So, obviously right now on Reddit, a lot of people are like, yeah, it means whatever the marketing team wants it to mean. They always say things like this. They'll point to a single number like teraflops or something and call it a huge technical leap. We are in the age of diminishing returns. We will never see another huge jump like what we did going from PS1 to PS2. Instance, don't expect that. So this one guy is saying, don't expect a huge technological leap like how we did back in PS1 and PS2 era. Like, it's just not going to be like that. And now he's right, because nowadays, a lot of people are focusing on teraflops, right? Oh, teraflops. Oh, yeah. So the higher the teraflops, the better the console is. I'm going to buy it if it has 50 teraflops. I'm going to buy it if it has 100 teraflops. What does the teraflops have to do with anything? It really comes down to what the developers are going to be able to do. The teraflops only make up a small portion of the overall friggin' console and how it's going to be performing. All these armchair freaking engineers and architects. It's 80 teraflops. Oh, this is going to be a beast. And then it's like, bro, you can talk about floating points all day long. What it really comes down to, how are these developers, this huge technological leap that Sarah Bond and Matt Booty is talking about? Hopefully we get to see that with games like Gears of War E-Day. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see what this huge technological leap is. Games are going to just look so much better than Series X and S. We'll see. Another person said nothing, simply marketing, just like Apple introduces the most powerful iPhone ever. Yeah, it's all marketing. Similar to the One X. There's no power greater than X, right? But at the same time, you don't fully utilize it. Same thing with the Series X. You don't freaking fully utilize it. Instead, we're getting a bunch of games running at 30 frames per second, pissing people off like, bro, this is supposed to be the mid-gen refresh. Hello? The Series X is supposed to be the higher end machine. Why is it that we're getting games running at 30 frames? Why are we not given the option if this machine is supposed to be even more powerful? Makes doggone sense. So that's why it's like people question this type of, it's all marketing. It really is. It's all marketing until it's being proven. Like, what can we see the result? Is it really going to be a huge technological leap? Because we're 2 years away from that. According to the court documents from we're just 2 years away, right? 2026 is apparently when the next Xbox is supposed to launch, right? And on top of that, they're going to get another head start over Sony. So I want to know, right now, we're barely seeing what the Series X can do. The only game that I can tell that we're seeing what the Series X can do is Hellblade 2. Hell, I'm standing firm on Hellblade 2. One of the best games I've played this entire generation. I don't care what none of y'all say. Everybody have their own opinion. I got mine. I don't care what you have to say about Hellblade 2. If you don't like it, okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. But I loved Hellblade 2. And the hate that I was getting because I said I love Hellblade 2 is ludicrous. I played that game from start to finish, and I did a review on this game, and people was just coming after me. I don't care. Not every single game is for you. Oh, this and all that. Am I saying that the game is perfect? It don't have issues. The game is not perfect, but it is a masterpiece, though. You know, and on top of that, too, yeah, I just felt like they could have balanced out the puzzles. Like, I feel like it just ruins, it just throws off the balance of the gameplay with too many puzzles. But I finished the game. I loved it. I felt like it's just so much of a better experience than the original one, in my opinion. And even though that game was capped at 30 frames, I played it on PC. and an experience, man. That was one of the games that made me say, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of my Series X at the time. I'm done with the Series X. There's no way that I'm gonna sit here and experience this game at 30 frames. It's like you don't give us the option, and that's what I don't like about some of these developers. Is like, bro, give us the option. Regardless if it drops lower than 4K resolution, give us the friggin' option. And when I saw that, I said, no, I want to experience Hellblade 2 at the best frame rate, at the best resolution possible. I want the best, and that's what that was the game. That was a turning point. That was my breaking point. Y'all think this is a joke? I'm being for real. And this is why the PS5 Pro means so much to me right now, because this is the stuff that I sat in this chair and I fought for. I fought for us to have more frame rate, sharper resolution, more crisper resolution. Look at some of these second party games running on the base PS5, looking all fuzzy. And most people are like, no, I'm not buying a PS5. I'm not, buying it to play Final Fantasy 16 with fuzzy freaking resolution, and even Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I've seen with my own two eyes on Reddit how some people are like, no, I'm not buying it. I'm gonna wait to play it on PC. My point exactly. So you can't be mad at somebody for saying, hey, I want to hold off on this, or I want to go to another platform where I can experience it better. It's the same thing with the Pro. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It ain't for everybody. You're not like everybody else that's sitting there saying, oh, I want more frames. Oh, I want better ray tracing. Oh, I want sharper resolution. For me, I wanted more frames. I was like, I'm not playing this game at 30 frames. When I built this 4080 Super 7 months ago, when I built this PC, man, what an experience. I had full surround sound, playing on the ultra wide. Oh, I even showed y'all the gameplay and y'all were going crazy. At least some of y'all, because some of y'all were like, oh, get this garbage off the screen. Regardless, this game was getting so much hate for no reason. Same thing with the PS5 Pro. Now the PS5 Pro is the next victim, getting a lot of hate for no reason. And it's plain and simple. Right? All these companies do is obviously they have to sell you the console. They have to market the console. They have to get you some type of way. But as long as the developers are coming out with a lot of positivity, regardless of what machine it is, that speaks volume to me. And that's what we have to focus on as gamers. Stop focusing on teraflops. Yeah, we can talk about specs, VRAM, this and that, RAM, this, processor, this, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you can talk about the specs. Look at the Series X. The Series X is a living testimony. Pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. The Series X is a living testimony that teraflops don't matter. That having the world's most powerful console doesn't matter, because guess what, buddy? If you are not utilizing that machine to its fullest capabilities, it makes zero sense. Period. End of story. So you can tout whatever you want to tout and say, oh yeah, we got the most powerful hardware on the block. Look at what happened to the One X. Come on, you know this. Look at what happened to the One X. One X got deserted in the desert. Deserted in the desert, bro. Left alone. Microsoft said, nope, sayonara, we out. Didn't even push the freaking console. That was supposed to be Project Scorpio. That was supposed to be the creme de la creme of consoles. Come on, you know this. Didn't even push the console. They end up abandoning the console before they were supposed to be a true 4K console over the PS4 Pro. Come on, y'all don't remember this? Really? Are we doing this today? Come on. So at the same time, fast forward into where we are now, the only difference between Sony and Microsoft is that, well, hold on to your seats. Hold on. Is that Sony actually utilizes their console when it comes to their first party, second party, and third party. Is obviously different variables because it comes down to those developers. Sony can only control what they can control inside of their own homegrown studios, what they can control. Microsoft, on the other hand, Like, that was one of the biggest things, bro. It's like, bro, we need y'all to pay attention to these studios. Now, ever since that Kind of Funny interview, Phil is seemingly getting it now. Like, listen, we need to do a better job of going hands-on with these studios. Do your job. And he's been doing it. I mean, he visited like 2 major studios. I think it was Obsidian, and I forgot what the other studio was, but he was checking up on stuff and making sure that everything was good. That's what you're supposed to do. When you're big dog, you're supposed to do that. You see what I'm saying? And man, right now we are pushing to closer and closer to the next Xbox. And obviously the narrative is going to be, oh yeah, it's going to be, it's literally going to be this 2018, 2016 all over again. Oh, the new Xbox is more powerful than PS5 Pro. Okay, cool. Now it's going to be boiled down to same thing with the PS4 Pro and the original Xbox One X. Our developer is going to utilize that new powerful Xbox. Because that's what the conversation is. I can already see it before it happened, bro. That's what it's going to be. Oh, the next Xbox is so much more powerful than the PS5 Pro. Oh, man, that means the games are going to be looking better. And we're going to have better ray tracing. And we're going to have a huge technological leap moving forward. Oh, man, it's exciting. It's exciting until when you see it. And I really hope that with this next generation Xbox that Microsoft is engineering right now takes full advantage of these games, because there's so many games that I'm excited for from Xbox. The next Elder Scrolls, that should be utilizing the next generation Xbox. I want to hear no friggin' excuses. Okay, get that excuse crap out of here. The next one is Perfect Dark. I don't know. I don't think Perfect Dark is coming out next year or not. Come on, you know this. And Fable is supposed to be 2025. We will see. State of Decay 3. We haven't gotten any release date on that yet. I want to see those games, because chances are those games are probably going to be on the next generation Xbox. Come on, you know this. So it's like, if they're not utilizing this huge technological leap moving forward, okay, that's going to make the Pro. How is that going to make the Pro look? If Sony is pushing their first party games and pushing what the Pro can do, and Microsoft is not doing that, you think it's really going to matter on, yeah, dog, it's a huge technological leap moving forward, dog. Look at the teraflops, dog. It's a faster RAM. It has more cache, dog. Think it matters, dog? Oh, look, yeah, the processor is light years better than the PS5 Pro. You think it's going to be really, really that much, dog? If developers are really not fully utilizing the hardware, dog, come on, you know this. So, again, the ball is in Microsoft court right now. All they got to do is dunk it. All they got to do, rip the whole friggin' thing down. You see what I'm saying? Do a Shaq on it. Just rip the whole goalpost down, dog, on it. And show us what you got. We already feel like Microsoft has given up on this friggin' generation, dog. See what I'm saying? And we want them to fight. No, Microsoft is like, nah, we're just going to exist in the console space, but we're not going to fight. No, dog, you need to fight. If you are in the console space, you need to be aggressive. And they're not. And that's why Sony feels the way how they feel. So what I'm trying to convey to you guys today, it does not matter about power. If the developers are not going to fully utilize it and take full advantage of the console, it don't matter. If you are going to tell me a huge technological leap moving forward, and then games are still running at 30 frames and we're still getting the same Series X treatment, you can keep that. Because then people are going to be like, okay, this is a joke. And then people act like they got amnesia, like they don't remember what happened. Like what happened years ago with the One X. Y'all don't remember that? Coming up on stage, wasting our time talking about power this and power that. And it means nothing in the grand scheme of things, because you are not pushing these developers. And these developers are not even pushing themselves even harder to give us what we pay $500 for. Period. End of story. Come on, you know this. So, listen to me, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section, bro. This is not a game. This is real. Okay? All right. So let's talk about the next topic here. Now, this right here, count me in for it, because I'm all for features. I'm all for something that is going to help us have a better experience with our games. That's what this is. It's what it really, really boils down to, right? So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's get it popping, okay? All right, so let's talk about this huge new feature here. All right, so let's talk about it really quickly. And yeah, I think this one is cool. I think this one, y'all gonna really like it. If Sony is thinking this way, and a lot of times too, they do these patents and everything, and then it don't happen. But check this out. This has come from PlayStationLifestyle.net. Pay attention. Listen to this. Future PlayStation controllers might feature a rewind button. Let that sink in. Man, that would be so dope. If, from what I'm understanding here, you got your controller in your hand and then you hit the rewind button and then, you know, you're going, you know, obviously you're going back in time. Maybe you forgot an item. Maybe you want to go fight a secret boss or whatever the case may be. And you just hit the rewind button, similar to how it works on Xbox, right? Forza, you just hit the rewind button. Oh man, I just messed up. You know, I was about to win this race, but I end up hitting the wall when I was going too fast or whatever. So you just hit the rewind button and voila. Wow. So yeah, let's pay attention now. So Sony is toying with the idea of adding dedicated rewind button to the PlayStation controllers in the future. If a patent filing is anything to go by, the application was submitted in early 2023, but was only just published on October 31st, 2024. Come on, Sony. I have an idea. Sony, if you're watching this, I have an idea. For the next version of this controller, the Edge, which is probably one of the best controllers on the market right now. Okay. Man, it would be so cool if they add that to the DualSense Edge 2 control. I mean, yeah, the DualSense Edge 2 controller, right? Adding that rewind button and then maybe future iterations of the DualSense controller, right? So I think that, man, that would be so cool, especially being that it's a pro controller. That would be cool. That would be cool. But let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section, right? Now, obviously, I know some of you guys probably would say, Marlon, get that rewind nonsense out of here. I would prefer a better battery or something like that. So it says Sony's rationale for a rewind button on PlayStation controllers as spotted by Tech for Gamers. Sony argues in its patent filing that allowing users to rewind during live gameplay will allow them to rewind important portions. So important portions should they need to. As an example, the company described a scenario which players are given, I quote, important information for a quest that they have and may have forgotten parts of. At this point, at some point during the gameplay, the player may have forgotten portions of all of the information and may wish to revisit their recent gameplay. Now, the filing reads, this may occur when players decides to perform the quest later and has forgotten certain details of the quest when the player ultimately tries to complete the quest. End quote. So it says, from the sound of things, the rewind button won't allow players to replay parts of the game. It's meant to allow players to only review captured frames. So that's still good. That's still really, really good. Right. But we'll see. Some people are saying, well, maybe this could be featured on PlayStation 6. We'll see. We'll see what Sony ends up doing with that one. But let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's keep it pushing here. MP says, what's up, bro? What's up? MP says, hey, Marlon, hope you're doing well. I don't know if I will get PS5 Pro. I'm still waiting on big games like GTA 6, Metal Gear Solid Delta. Hopefully we get some big news from Sony soon. Yeah, most definitely. And Sony knows this, bro. Sony knows that in order to move the needle, they have to show big games. They have to show the bigger stuff. Like, that's just the way it is, bro. That's just the way people are waiting on the bigger stuff. And that's one of the things that I feel like the PS5 Pro is missing. It's not all perfect. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. But one of the biggest things that the PS5 Pro is missing right now is games utilizing the console. It's still good for the PS5 Pro. Do not upgrade. Do not upgrade. You are good with your C10. You're good. That TV is, you're good with your C10. You're good with it. It has full HDMI 2.1 ports. It's OLED. It's probably one of the best TVs out there. If you can find one, people who don't have one of those TVs, if you're on a budget and if you can find one of those, great. But yeah, my man, LA, keep your C10, bro. Keep your C10. You don't have to upgrade. If you already have, because I feel like the C10 is better than the B4, right? From my experience, from what I've seen owning the B4. But yeah, if you have a C10, you're goated. Keep your C10, bro. Keep your C10. Your PS5 Pro is gonna go like it's gonna be like a marriage. You see what I'm saying? The PS5 Pro will marry the C10, and it's gonna be awesome. You know what I mean? You're not gonna miss out. You're not gonna skip a beat. I know people with C1s right now. You know what I mean? And C2s right now, even C3s, they're good. Even G3s. You know what I mean? And they're good. G2s, whatever. Like, most people with the older TVs, you're not as long as you make that investment from early, you're good to go, because HDMI 2.1 is exactly what you need. That TV has VRR, HDMI 2.1, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. It has everything, even for the Series X as well. So you're good to go, LA. Yeah, no problem, man. That's why I'm here. Now, I will say this before we move on to the next topic. If let's say you don't have a TV right now, and say you have the budget of $2,000, or say you have the budget of like, $1,800 or whatever the case may be, this is where you need to be right here. If you have it, and man, you're going to be in for a ride with this TV. Or maybe if you're a Samsung type of person, then go for the S95D or something like that. I mean, they're all on sale. I believe the 55-inch of the S95D is going for $1,800. And then this is like $1,700. So, I mean, you can pick between, if you're a Samsung person now, know this, like, you're going to get a better color gamut on the Samsung, because it has a wider color gamut and stuff like that. But this TV, man, to me, this TV, just because it's brighter and the colors and everything, is just, to me, it's the better TV, in my opinion, over the S95D. But that's just my opinion. From seeing the S95D and seeing them both side by side in the store, and I'm like, man, the LG, it just, man, especially when it comes to OLED, you want your OLED to be as bright as possible. This is why this TV is a game changer, because during the daytime, and you have a lot of light glaring in on the TV and stuff, and it does a really good job. You know what I'm saying? It does a really good job keeping the lights off the TV. So the reflective coating that they have on here is really, really, really good. And that's a huge plus. So with OLED, one of the biggest weaknesses is obviously burn-in, and also the brightness. It's not as bright as like mini LED or micro LED, right? And even some of the QD OLEDs are even brighter than some of the traditional, OLED TVs or traditional monitors and things of that nature. But this TV is on a whole, it's on a whole nother level. And brightness was something that I care about when it comes to OLED. Somebody that had a B4, somebody that had a C10, somebody that have an OLED monitor right now. I still have my Asus OLED monitor. It gets bright, but it's not as, this right here is leagues ahead of my Asus monitor. You don't believe me? I don't have to cap. I'm not a cap artist, okay? Right here. See? This is it right here. It's good. It's a good monitor, but the G4 leaves this in the dust in terms of brightness and contrast and colors. Like, I love this monitor. I will never sell this monitor. I still have it. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now. It's right over here. But if you want one of the best monitors that money can buy, this is it right here. Just know that it does not come with speakers. So you're going to have to get your own speakers and stuff, but it has VRR. It's one of the end game monitors right here. It has VRR. It has Dolby Vision. It has everything. It has every freaking thing that you need. And mind you, I bought this, back in, March of this year. So I've been had this monitor, so I can speak on it. And plus I did a review on the channel. So if you're in the market for a really good monitor for your PS5 Pro, and for those of you who think monitors are cheap, I paid back in March or April, I paid about, like $1,300 for this monitor. So there you go. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. So yeah, I paid about $1,300 for that monitor. $1,300. You know what I mean? Actually, it was $1,400 with taxes. Yeah, because I bought it at Micro Center. I remember. So monitors, TV ain't cheap. If you want a high-end, super high-end, and this monitor is OLED, and it comes with a 3-year warranty with Asus. Yeah. So there it is. Hopefully that helps y'all out. If you're trying to buy a really good high-end monitor, get the Asus. If you're trying to get a really high-end TV, can't go wrong with the G4. Now, if you a Samsung fanboy, do your thing, homie. Do your thing. All right, let's move on. Okay, so hopefully that helps y'all out. Let's woo-wee! Bless me. All right, so let's get to the next topic really quickly here. And let me know what y'all think about this game, man. This game right here. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I will be checking it out day one on the Series X. And that game is Indiana Jones. Now, I know this game has been getting a lot of hate because it's first person, right? Warrior just coming out. Yeah, ha, ha, wah, ha, ha, ha. I don't know why Wario just won't leave me alone. He always comes out. Like whenever I get mad and stuff, like he just comes out. And I need him to stay down. I can't help. Like I have multiple personalities, so it's like Wario is one of the main ones. And I'm guessing that's why God wanted me to do the channel in the first place, but can't keep him down. I can't keep him down. Anyways, let's go ahead here. All right. Thank you, babes. Appreciate you. Wait, hold on. Let me thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Indiana Jones gameplay. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all boys are sold on the game by what you see. Obviously, you need reviews and more hands-on. You said that game is boring? Yeah, it's not going to be for everybody, It's not going to be for everybody. it looks good. It looks really, really good, man.
All right, exit. There's got to be an
Looks
exit.
really, really good. Oh my God. Let's go.
The hatch. It's like quicksand. This is it.
Welcome to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm Pete Ward, audio director at Machine Games, here to introduce you to this first-person action-adventure game that will take you on a global journey as the legendary archaeologist.
Tango!
Thanks, pal.
Explore the forgotten marvels of the world with the tools you need to embark on a classic indie story. The fedora, the whip, the revolver. You'll experience what it feels like to step into the boots of the legend. Our story begins here. Professor Jones is awoken by a break-in.
Tony
right,
Todd! Oh my God, I miss Tony Todd, man.
With a priceless relic stolen, the chase is on to uncover the
I
mystery.
miss Tony Todd, man. Rest in
Joining
peace,
the
Tony
chase
Todd.
is Gina, an Italian journalist with a quest of her own.
Yeah, but that's superstition. And I don't believe in superstition.
Neither do I. But if Voss thinks
I would
those stone
assume
walls can
so,
help the right,
Jenna.
then we have to find them before he does.
I don't know.
You have to find them.
Looks really good.
I have to find my sister.
Standing against them is Indy's rival, archaeologist Emmerich Voss, who is plundering sites around the globe, searching for a set of mysterious artifacts. But as Indy digs deeper, he soon discovers the theft is only a small part of a grander global conspiracy.
Ich muss Sie warnen, Herr Voss. Die Relikte sind gefährlich. Sie sollen Kräfte bergen, die nicht
Man, the character
von
models
dieser
look
Welt
insane.
Und genau
Wow.
deswegen will der Führer sie haben.
Luckily, Indy and Gina have a global network of allies to counter Voss.
I am Dame Nawal Shafiq Buckley.
We made it, Henri!
I'm an archaeologist.
Another one.
The game is designed around the charm and resourcefulness of our hero. You will be thrown into this story-driven journey where Indy must hunt for clues to uncover the Great Circle's mysteries.
What do we have here?
This race for answers will take you to ancient crypts, lost civilizations, and much more.
Says how
focus
many
for this
hours
game
of
is
gameplay? You mean like how long is the game? I believe they already had said how much it is. Hold on.
I found a key to a hidden chamber.
What was this built for?
Looks like a temple. Maybe a rite of passage.
Man, this looks
for
so
Khmer
good
warriors.
though.
When you venture into the unknown, we want exploration to feel truly rewarding.
Let me see here.
We carefully crafted each environment to encourage players to uncover clues,
Left this here.
discover valuable objects,
There we go.
and reveal hidden secrets that can aid you in your adventure.
Yeah, they didn't specify, but it says, imagine how good this will gonna look on an OLED. Oh
During
man,
your adventure, Indy's
gonna look
versatile
amazing.
tools are at your disposal. It's up to you to find clever uses for each of them.
yeah, this game ain't gonna be for everybody.
That includes Indy's camera. Snap photos to reveal historical insights and important clues. Or, if you feel the need, use it to receive puzzle hints.
Need to direct the light to the
Madden
metal discs.
24 look insane with ray
The journal
tracing.
is your complete guide. It starts as a blank slate, but becomes a detailed archive of your journey with maps, photos, and letters. It's a reminder of where you've been, and, for the sharp observer, a hint about where to head next.
Oh yeah, I already know,
Your travels
Jenna.
will
You
inevitably
already
take
know.
you into restricted areas. That's where disguises come in.
I hope they fit.
Yeah, the character
You should have
models
become
look
a man of the
insane.
cloth.
I found another calling.
Use of disguises can help you enter guarded areas. Ensure you avoid those who have a sharp eye for spotting trespassers.
Man, this looks so good.
Bring me die Flasche. There you are.
Looks so good, man.
Hörst du etwas schlecht?
This looks so good.
And of course, there's the whip, Indy's most important tool. It's a powerful weapon in combat and a crucial tool for traversing lost ruins.
Come on, you can do this, Indy. Just a bit further.
There. The water's flowing now.
Indiana Pro, the definitive edition.
Indy's greatest tool
I
is
know.
mind. Just
Shout
like
outs to
Indy,
Mark.
you'll use yours to
Indiana
navigate
Indiana
buried tombs
Pro,
and
the
activate
definitive
forgotten
edition.
puzzles while avoiding deadly traps. Clues from the journal, traversal, and decryption are just a few of the things you'll need to figure out the solutions. Every puzzle is designed to fit seamlessly into the world. They range from smaller
I don't know,
challenges
effective.
hiding forbidden secrets to epic obstacles leading to greater mysteries.
Longinus, the soldier who pierced the side of Jesus with a whole lance.
Harlem said, boring to me. Says, I wish you could have the option to change the views. Oh, like third person. Gotcha. I know. I think a lot of people, you know, they want to play it on third person. You know what I mean? Play with a third person view. It says it's running on. I think it's running on PC. Yeah. I remember Uncharted had its
Solving these
puzzles, man.
will make you feel like the world's greatest archaeologist.
Sounds like that did something.
The key to the game's combat is to carefully decide your approach. Will you outsmart,
Watch your step, pal.
or overpower your enemies?
Richard says, Marlon, I just
And
picked
that's
up my
Professor
PS5
to you.
Pro. Hey, let's go, man.
Outsmart foes in stealth, using your environment as your greatest weapon.
Was ist das?
Pick up a nearby object to distract, stun, or subdue enemies while remaining unnoticed.
Ooh.
Mist! Er hat ihn umgelegt! Oh, das tat echt weh!
In a brawl, you need to hold your own with powerful combos, blocks, and defensive parrying.
What is this? Fight night? Ooh.
Precisely timing and mixing up these moves is critical to landing a knockout combo or a classic finisher. You'll combine these brawling skills with your whip, your revolver, and anything within reach for amazingly creative combat.
Oh, like, it's like Riddick. Yeah, I remember Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick. I think it was on the original Xbox.
Cos'è questa roba?
To avoid sounding an alarm, you can carry incapacitated enemies into the shadows, out of sight from patrolling guards.
All right, fella. Where should I hide you?
As you complete missions, you'll earn adventure points to expand your skill set. There are dozens of upgrades that let you customize Indy's abilities to your playstyle.
Oh, God.
The ability Lucky Hat gives Indy an extra chance to come back from a fatal blow. The Bare Hands ability strengthens Indy, letting him take down enemies unarmed.
Ooh. Felt like a leaf.
He said, when does it come? We don't know yet. We don't. Hopefully, they said spring
to find your own
2025 for the base PS5. So hopefully, around that time, spring of next year, March, April-ish, we'll see. Wow, that looks so good.
In these areas, let your
Pyramid
curiosity
looking
take
good.
you off the main path and uncover new missions, mysteries, and secrets.
Man, this looks so good.
But I was so sure.
We're about to die.
So what do we do?
Find a way out before we're crushed.
Everything is carefully researched and crafted to authentically recreate a vibrant 1930s.
What are you selling?
I think I have
He
something
said the
for
fighting
you.
scene looks boring in first person.
Yeah, little guy.
Maybe
Gotcha.
this would tease open your
What's
money
up,
pouch.
Dallas? What's up?
Exploring with a keen eye is essential to making discoveries. Like an underground fight club.
Good in VR? Yeah, for sure.
While the vividly
Wow.
recreated locations you visit have a clear goal driving the story
Man, the
forward,
game looks good, man. Game looks really good.
you'll always feel enticed
Machine
to
Games
explore
did a
the
really
world
good
and
job.
discover the many secrets hiding around every corner.
Which locks do you open?
Yeah,
This
machine.
gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, the character models look really good.
Snakes? Not a chance.
We can't wait to bring you along for this journey we've poured our hearts into. For you to experience the wonderful places, meet our charming cast of characters, and discover the secrets of the Great Circle.
Yes, yes, Danny. The LG V4 is a good TV for the Pro. Yes, sir. Perfect for the Pro.
Oh, God.
What do you guys think? December 9th. December 9th. What do you guys think, man? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yep. What do y'all think? What do you guys think, man? Let's get into the Q&A portion of the show right now. So if you have any questions, any concerns, anything like that, let me know, man. What do y'all think, man? On the 9th. Yes, sir, on the 9th. On the 9th. You said, do you do a lot of puzzles? I mean, from Tomb Raider, Uncharted had a lot of puzzles too. I mean, I did Hellblade. Hellblade 2. So how much more bad can it be? Say you're gonna be playing that on the ROG Ally. Screw Xbox. He says Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil had puzzles too. Says I'll wait for the PS5 Pro version. Okay. Cinematic said hot garbage. I'm done with this man, bro. I'm done with this man, bro. Talk about hot garbage Pro. Oh, I thought he meant the game. Oh, the Pro is garbage. Hey, man, you know what? Hey. All I can say is this. For you, the pro is garbage. For other people, it's treasure, man. So, hey, I'm just saying, man. And you know what I noticed too? Most people that say something is garbage cannot afford it. I'm just saying. Most people that say things are trash, you don't knock it until you try it. I'm just saying. Especially when it comes to like tech and stuff like that. How you know it's trash? You know what I mean? When you haven't, check it out. Go to the store or check it out and see what's going on. Like, but hey, I guess it's trash. Okay. If you say it's trash, then hey, man, what can I say? I love my cousin, man. That dude is just, I have nothing to say about him. I can't with him. You can't take him serious. I can't take my cousin serious, man. I can't take my cousin serious, bro. I can't. But hey, if he said it's trash, right? Unfortunately, check 5 minutes ago your previous YouTube 1080p that was over 5 hours gone. So it's still at 1080p. Yeah, I uploaded that in 4K HDR at 60 frames. So unfortunately, that's beyond my control. It said, Marlon, it says, I'm having a good time on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Enhanced modes, games look fantastic. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, breathtaking graphics. Hey, Marty Marr, what's up? It says, what's up, Marlon? It says, I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because the Pro shine that game all the way. It says he probably got a Vizio TV. That's my cousin, man. He's hey. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If he said the Pro is hot garbage, then hey, it's hot garbage to him. That's all I can say. He said this TV was €3,699. Says I can afford 13 of B4. 13 LG G4 77-inch. Wait, you can afford 13 of the LG G4? It says so many new and replayable Xbox games. So little time. I know. It said NBA 2K not even. I thought NBA 2K was on the list. I thought NBA 2K got patched. He said the only thing I've had a problem with is the view change, but Indiana Jones looks great. Yeah. It looks good. Definitely looks good. Indiana Jones looks really good. Say, hey guys, why you TV shaming me? All I can afford is a Roku TV. And that's fine. All I was saying is, Rose, you saying that the Pro is trash and it's hot garbage and you haven't even given the Pro a chance. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you say it's garbage, then hey, what can I say? Yes, hit that like button for me. I appreciate that. I say, hey Marlon, it's been a while. Hey, how you doing, bro? Just working, man. Just working. You know, another day to give God thanks for. You know, just keeping my foot on the gas for you guys. Yo, rhythmic. Wait a minute. Is it? I don't remember seeing Kena Bridge of Spirits on the Pro for enhancement. When I went through the list of games on the PS5 Pro, actually, as a matter of fact, let's check right now. Let's check. Let's check right now. That's the beautiful thing about having it right here. I can just check. I highly doubt it. I haven't seen it. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It's not on there. It's not on there. It's not on there. The LG G4 is the best TV right now for gaming. Believe, bro. The LG, bro. You guys don't understand, man. The LG G4, bro. It's on a whole nother level, bro. It's on a whole nother level. If you can afford that TV, bro, then hey, man. It said Vizio Walmart special. I'm done, bro. I'm done. He said, yeah, I love my G4. Yeah, the G4 is so good. It is so good. It's so good. It's probably it's the best TV that I ever owned, bro. Hands down. Like, it is so good. The G4 is the best decision I could ever make. And I'm so happy that I had the credits. I'm so happy that I had the Best Buy card, bro, that I was able to take advantage because it's so good. So good. So good. It says if you need to pick up one Indiana Jones or Metal Gear, definitely going with Metal Gear. Said God of War Ragnarok, yo Marlon, that game frame rate increasing to 107. That's insane. Yeah, similar to how it's doing on PC. It said the Pro is a high-end console gaming and it's an optional. It says I don't know why PC gamers are so threatened. It's weird. I work on a PC for Capital One on the legal team. No PC gaming for me. Hey, Cloud Strive. Hey, I feel you. My man Google said yes, 100% had something come in the other week. Didn't expect it, was money owed to me. I didn't know about it. Oh, really? So Google Eyes, you big dog, man. You big dog. Congratulations, bro. You said the Spiral Reignite trilogy Game Pass tomorrow. Oh, word? Oh, wow, that's fire. That is fire, bro. I grew up playing Spiral. It says I just ordered the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7 43-inch. I'm excited. Oh, you ordered them. Is it the mini LED version, right? The mini LED version, right? Wait, what just happened a while ago? Did we lost? Oh, okay. You ordered the mini LED version, right? I think you ordered the mini LED version of it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what ended up happening. But yeah, the LG G4, man, the LG G4 is so good, man. So good, man. I said, Marlon, Sony charged my card today for the 30th anniversary. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting mine's. Walmart told me that there was a slight shipping delay, but I'll still get it. I can't wait. I cannot wait for it, man. I can't wait for the 30th anniversary. And I got the controller too. So I can't wait for the controller and the console to come in. Yeah, man. I needed something 30th anniversary and it dropped. So he said that TV behind Marlon kind of scares me. I can easily see an accident happening. It says, what do you rate the LG B4? It's a 10. It's a 10, bro. It's a LG. The LG. Oh, you say the B4 and the G4? Oh, yeah. The B4 and the G4 is about a 10, bro. The B4 is literally the perfect and the best budget OLED that you can buy. I mean, I had the B4. I reviewed it on the channel for you guys. We take a look at it. But man, the G4 is on a whole. It's so much brighter than the B4. better contrast, better colors, better processor, better speakers. I mean, it's just the overall better TV, bro. Like, it really is. Why is the chat disconnecting and reconnecting? Is the stream still going, guys? Hold on. Let me I wonder if something's going on with YouTube. Hold on. Is the chat still going great, guys? Let me know in the comments. Is there any issues with the stream? Let me know in the comments, guys. It kept happening to you yesterday. It looks fine. Yeah, it seemed like it's just disconnecting and reconnecting. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me close this one out. It says Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, we're plugged in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just YouTube. Said Marlon, my 77-inch LG Z3 OLED kills anything on the TV market. Just sold PS5 Pro 30th anniversary for $2,500. Bro, you sold your PS5. Wait. You sold your PS5 Pro 30th anniversary for $2,500? Man, you're swimming in cash, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations on that TV, man. I think that TV is a 8K TV. Yeah. All right, Daryl. Appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Panasonic is coming to claim the crown in OLED department. What do you think? Man, I haven't heard anything about Panasonic in a long time, bro. You're bringing me back to the 80s, bro. You're bringing me back to the 80s. Say, Marlon, which game are you planning on beating on the Pro? Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Happy Veterans Day. Yes, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there, man. Big ups to all my veterans. Moments of silence. Really quickly for our veterans out there, man. I completely forgot. My bad on that one. Moments of silence for our veterans. Amen, man. Thank y'all for y'all sacrifices that you have put in for our country and for wherever you are in the world. Thanks to all the veterans out there, man, who risk their lives each and every day to make this world a safer place. So big ups to the veterans, man. He said $2,500 is cheap for a 30th anniversary Pro. Hey, I mean, some people sold it for, I don't know if y'all heard that the scalpers are selling the PS5, the standard PS5 Pro at a loss right now, considering that the stock is there. So yeah. I said, are you selling your OG PS5? No. I'm not going to sell my OG PS5. Rose said, what did Rose said? He says, it's not you. Okay. Marlon, that kept happening to me yesterday. Okay. So it's a YouTube thing. He said, people in your chat don't realize LG has been doing gaming bar and features for years. Sony has better picture but lacks in HDMI inputs, and Samsung is oversaturated. I calibrate. Oh yeah. That's the thing with Sony, man. I don't own a Sony TV. I've never owned a Sony TV before. And within my research, they either have only 2 HDMI ports on it, and then one of them is like an eARC port. And then when it comes to their game optimizer mode, like, it's just not as nice, bro, as what LG does. So that's why it says, I'm zailing you something so you can have dinner. Aw. I can't afford food. Man, don't let Rose fool you. Rose is rich. Rose just retired, bro. Rose is rich. Don't let Rose fool you guys. All right? Don't let him fool you. Rose is a rich man. All right, just retired. He just retired from professional basketball. So He has a lot of money. He has a lot of money. So don't let this man cap his way out of this one, okay? Don't let him cap his way out of this one, because that's not how it's going to work. Okay? This man is a capper. 5 weeks until the Game Awards? Yeah, I can't wait. Samsung is better than LG. Now, the only way I will say Samsung is better in terms of the colors, like the contrast and the colors and stuff like that, are a bit more saturated on the Samsung. But man, the G4, man, is literally the best TV right now. The best OLED TV that you can buy, right? In my opinion. Now, some people would say the A95L. The only differences with the A95L is their game optimizer mode is not as good. And there's just not as many HDMI ports on there. And on top of that, too, like I said, Sony TVs are good with movies and stuff. But when it comes to games, I think it's fantastic as well. But the game optimizer on there is something to be desired, in my opinion. They said the PS5 Pro is awesome. Said, Marlon, did you try out the OG PS5 on the G? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It looked really good. It looked really good. It looked really good. It says, wait, what TV brand is in my room? The S95B, the Samsung S95B, baby. It says, I was wondering on the Metal Gear. Yeah, hopefully we get the release date during the Game Awards. You know what I mean? If we don't get the release date during the Game Awards, then it's safe to say next year. You know? It's not natural, though, Marlon. What are you talking about? The Samsung S95? Not the Samsung. Just Samsung TVs in general, like the Quantum Dot OLED. Bravias, yeah. The Bravias are nice, bro. They're nice. You know what I meant to say, too? I saw the... what was it again? I saw the Bravia 9 in person, and it's not touching OLED. It's not touching OLED. I'm sorry. It is not touching OLED. The Bravia 9 it's amazing, but it ain't no G4, bro. When I looked at the Bravia 9 and I looked at the G4, yeah, bro. It's not touching the G4. I'm sorry. The Bravia 9, nope. Now, that A95L looked amazing. I was talking to the Sony guy at Best Buy, and he said, man, this has been the king of TVs for the past, from last year. And coming into this year, still the king of TVs. But I think it's like $2,700 for that TV for a 55-inch A95L. But it just don't have the features like the G4 does when it comes to game optimizer. Like, it just don't. Oh, the one in the office is fire. Yeah, it is. The G4, babes. Yes. Babes, let me, no, not an OLED fanboy. I love mini LED, not an OLED fanboy. Man, listen, mini LED is awesome because it gets bright, and sometimes also too, the contrast is almost neck and neck with OLED in certain instances, depending on what you're watching. But man, OLED is just give you those perfect blacks. So babes, not at the fact that you have seen the Samsung S95B, which is in the bedroom, and the G4 in the office, which one do you think looks better? I'm gonna have my wife. This has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna ask my wife. So based on the S95B, which I bought the S95B last year, and that's in the master bedroom, like I told you. So my wife watches her shows on that one and games on that one too. This S95B is so good. It is. Up to last night, we were talking about it. He said, Marlon, OLED and QLED is the best choice. Rather, is monitor or TV getting the best of the best? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Monitor, TV, whichever suits your needs. You know, it's because the infinite contrast, the A95L, is the only TV that competes with the G4. Yep, it does. Man, I'm telling you, bro, I saw the A95L on the show floor, and it stood out amongst all the TV except for the G4. Like, man, the brightness, The G4 is brighter than the A95L. The G4 is brighter than the A95L. It's all subjective. As long as you're happy with your purchase, I'm very happy with my LG G4. No complaints and no regrets. Most definitely. The LG G4 is worth every penny. Every penny. I'm telling you, if you want a top tier TV, man, you cannot go wrong. If you're a Sony guy, go with the A95L. You know what I mean? If you're just saying I can't do the A95L, G4, you cannot go wrong. Virgil says, Marlon, you going to show more games on the LG? Yeah, for sure. I did show off. Bro. Hold on to your seat, boys. Hold on. I recorded the gameplay for Gran Turismo 7 today. It was supposed to be 4K HDR. 4K HDR at 60 frames. I don't know why it uploaded at 1080p. I don't know why it's taking so long. But before I do the next gameplay, I'm gonna make sure, double check and make sure, because the last time I checked, it said that it will take some time, especially for HDR content on YouTube. It does take time, but I promise you guys, I shot that video in 4K 60 FPS with HDR. Listen, Gran Turismo 7, bro, at a lock 4K at 120 FPS. I'm not kidding you. It is so good. It is so good. And without the patch. Let's see. It says your Office One. So the Office One looks better to you. It says, aren't they both OLED though? Yes. One is Quantum Dot and one is WOLED. So you have QLED and then you have WOLED. You say, aren't they both? Okay, she said, let me see what my wife said. I say 500 higher. I meant, yeah, it is. It's brighter. The G4 is brighter than the, especially with this new update, it's brighter than the A95L. So even though the critics are saying, hey, look, the A95L is the king. No, this is the king for me because it is the brightest OLED TV that you can buy right now. If you want the brightest OLED, because ask anybody about OLED TVs, they don't get as bright, bro. They don't get as bright. And, you know, especially if you have it in a well-lit room and things of that nature, this TV is really going to shine. I am telling you right now. Don't get me wrong. The A95L looks bright. It looks good. But, man, the G4, whole nother level. Whole nother level, bro. Whole nother level. The A90J is nice too. Yeah, Let me check the poll here. So we had 687 votes. I said, do you think that Sony will show a big PS5 exclusive game at the Video Game Awards? 64% of you guys said yes, and 36% of you guys said no. GT7 on the Pro, bro. Oh my God. I am telling you guys, GT7 on the Pro, spectacular. $2,700. You said here in my store it's $1,900. Hold up just a second. Hold on, man. The guy from Sony told me that it's the A95L. He told me that it was $2,600. Let's see. Yep, $2,500, bro. I'm not kidding. $2,500. It is $2,500 for the A95L, and that came out last year. To me, this is the better TV. Why spend like $700 more, almost $800 more for the A95L when you can get this? That's going to be brighter and just better overall, in my opinion. It said the LG G4 can't keep up with the QD OLED color. That's just the only thing. But like I said, the color on this is spectacular for me. I'm not going to let that weigh my decision. Like if you're a color type of person, then that's one thing if you care more about colors. But yeah, like I said, I have the S95B, and the colors on it are really impressive. But the colors on this are really impressive too. So to each their own on that one. Zubitech tweet something about PS5 Pro. Yes, the MLA technology it's so good, and it's version 2 of the MLA. And I don't think that they're going to do much upgrade to the 2025 TVs, and that's one of the main reasons why I went on ahead and got this, because I was like, man, it's later down in the game. CES is coming around in January, and they're gonna talk about that LG G5. I ain't gonna be able to afford those TVs anyway, because if this one was $2,500 original price, how much you think the G5 is gonna be next year? And from what I'm hearing, it's not gonna have any much difference in terms of the technology. Like, it's not gonna be a huge jump. It might just be a pinch brighter, maybe, but it's not enough for me to run out there. It's probably going to be $2,800 for that G5. I ain't got that type of bread. Yeah, I definitely made the right decision, bro, for sure. I'm no regrets on the G4, bro. And it comes with a 5-year warranty. Cloud, you're right. And it comes with a 5-year warranty at no extra cost. My S95B is out of warranty right now because I had the S95B a year ago. You guys remember when we bought the S95B? I got that from Cons. I financed that TV from Cons, and I'm still paying on that TV right now. No freaking joke. So I'm telling you, I am telling you. It said Marlin Series X Special Edition costs $600 with no update, but people complaining about the Pro. You know what, man? It is what it is, bro. You know, like I said, people are going to say whatever they want to say, bro. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. To each their own. Google Eyes gave me the ratings.com. Let me check out ratings.com real quick. The G4. Oh, yeah. The G4 is perfect, bro. I love the G4, man. The G4 is no cons for this TV, bro. How many TVs you know with no cons? This TV has no cons. No cons. This goes to show you how amazing this TV is. This TV has no cons. None. No cons at all. I'm telling you, this TV is perfect. Y'all think I'm lying? Bro, the LG G4 is the king in my eyes, bro. The A95L is nice, bro, but it is too much money. I cannot afford the A95L. And even if I could afford the A95L, I would still go with the G4. This TV has no cons. No cons. None. Right? On their ratings, on the ratings.com. So it just goes to show you, like, HDR, I mean, even HDR content, amazing, literally amazing. You say no, Marlon Reed, compared to other TVs. Compared to other TVs, C4. The G4 is better than the C4. The G4 is, the G4 OLED and the G3 OLED are very similar TVs overall, but the G4 is a bit better. So I guess if you have the G3, keep your G3. They said the G4 gets brighter in HDR, so highlights stand out more on it. And then the S95D OLED and the LG G4 OLED are both top-notch TVs, but there are some differences. The LG gets brighter in SDR, and it overcomes more glare in bright room, which I care about. While watching SDR, the LG is a bit better option if you regularly watch low-quality streams or DVD. The LG supports Dolby Vision and DTS. That's something that Samsung does not support. Does not support Dolby Vision, and it does not support DTS. So there you guys go on that one. So you got to be careful when you're buying these TVs. The LG G, this is with compared to the S90D. The LG G4 OLED and the Samsung S90D are both amazing, but the differences are worth noting that the Samsung has wilder color gamut. Not a big deal for me. Don't care about all that. So it can display more vibrant and lifelike colors and has better color volume. So it can display brighter colors. Not a deal breaker for me. So yeah, sit. But to me, yeah, man, the G4, I've never owned a G series TV from LG. This is my first G series. So there it is. But yeah, ultimately the decision is yours. Obviously, different TVs compared to other ones are going to be either similar or a little bit better, but it really comes down to you. That's it. So if you have the G3, from what I'm hearing right now, according to ratings.com, like it's just a tad bit better and stuff like that. But hey, man, to each their own. He said, Marlon, playing Motorfest on the Pro is fire if you got time. PSN is social destruct. Okay, so Marlon, you think Sony will make a comeback with Killzone? No. He says, I have a PS5 system already, but I do like the PS5 Pro, though. I just don't want to pay more money on it because I rather have to save up for PS6. Yeah, save up for PS6, bro. If you feel like getting rid of your OG PS5 and paying more money is not something you want to do, just wait on the PlayStation 6. It says Sony fanboys worries about Xbox all the time. He said the G4 will even be a little cheaper on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Actually, it's $17.99 right now, which I think it's a steal. So yeah. He says G5 should be $2,500 on the 55-inch, $3,500 on the 65-inch, $5,000 for the 77-inch, and $6,500 on the 83-inch. I can't do that. I'm going to tell you this right now. The only reason why I'm able to get, I told y'all already, the only reason why I was able to get the G4 was returning the B4, and I had, store credit from Best Buy. And I was able to just make up the difference and go from there. That's the only reason I was able to get it. Otherwise, it would have been out of reach. Say you have years until PS6 comes out. Yeah, you're going to be waiting, 4 years, 4+ years or something. It says also the WebOS is way better than Samsung Tizen. Yeah, get that Tizen out of here. So slow and sluggish. It says it's not even close. That puts LG above, as well. Exactly. And plus their game optimizer. Remember, Sammy, and LG source third-party CPUs. XR is best in the business. Yes, it is. It has the best processor in the business, the XR processor, yeah. And Sony TVs use tone mapping that you can't get on other TV. Hence, they use Sony monitors as ref. Yeah. See, those things are not deal breakers for me. So it's kind of like, you got to give and take with a lot of these TVs, man, on monitors. You know what I mean? So whatever is more important to you, that's the direction that you should go. Skillful says great price right now. Yes, on the LG, on the LG G4, 100%. On the LG G4, 100%, bro. 100%. I mean, it's a steal. 100%. PS6 is going to be much bread. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. It's $1,800 right now for the LG G4. And like I said, for that price, yeah, that's kind of out of reach for a lot of people. But at the same time, if you have $2,000 to spend on a really good TV that's going to last you for years. I mean, remember, this thing has 5 years warranty on the actual panel. So God forbid if you have any burn-in issues or anything like that. Plus, I have 2 extra years of warranty on it from Best Buy. So God forbid anything goes wrong, I can always bring it back to Best Buy within that 2 year and be like, hey, look, this and that, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like for the $1,800, it's worth it. It is so worth it. It is so worth it because the A95L, it's just too much money. I can't do it. It's just too much money. $2,500, you're talking about almost $2,800. Y'all think I'm joking? Let me show y'all. Cause y'all think I'm playing around when I say this, bro. These TVs are expensive. It says it's actually the best monitor. You have the Asus UCDM QD OLED. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm never getting rid. It's right here. It's mounted. Y'all seen it during the gameplay. It's right here. I still have it, bro. Like, it's not going nowhere. I love my OLED monitor, my Asus OLED monitor. It's really nice. Really, really nice monitor. Gets the job done. Perfect colors, contrast, and everything. I said, but 100% the LG is a great TV, and you can't go. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. I'm happy with it. Google. I'm happy with it. You know, the next thing I really do want to get, man. I want to get some Govee lights now. That's what I want to get. That's the next on my list right now. I don't have the money for that right now, but I want to get some Govee lights and put around the back of it and just kind of set it off for like our gameplay streams. Like, yeah, that's my next move is get some Govee lights. Cause from what I understand, the Govee lights, after doing more research on it, man. Yeah, the A95L is a beast. Look at these prices. I want y'all to pay attention. I'm about to show you guys. Pay attention. Okay. Look at these prices. I want y'all to pay attention. All right. I'm going to show y'all, boys. Hold on. I'm telling you, man, like, this stuff is no joke. All right. This TV is expensive because I was talking to the Sony guy. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's perfect for PS5. It's perfect for PS5 because it has, you know, all the features and tone mapping and this and that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But look at this right here. I want to show y'all this. Look at this. Like, this is the A95L, bro. The 55-inch, bro. The 55-inch is $2,500. I am good on that one. So over here in the UK, we have the Richer Sounds, who are experts on like other places and cheapest price and standard 6-year warranty. That's really good. I mean, you're spending that type of money on a TV, then yeah. Let me move out of the way real quick. $2,500. So with taxes and fees, you're talking about almost $2,800. Yo, B, what's up, man? He says, I am watching you from Germany. Hey, thank you so much for your love and for your support, man. Shout out to my German brothers and sisters out there. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, as you can see, the A95L, $2,500 compared to the G4. So people talking about, oh, G4 is so much money. Yeah, G4 is nothing close to that A95L. I'm trying to show y'all something. See the G4 right here? $1,800 compared to $2,500. Yeah, I'd rather save myself $700 to $800 going with the G4 because the A95L, I ain't missing out on much of anything. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, like, y'all got to be smart with your bread, especially if you're on a budget and stuff like that. How much is the 65-inch? The 65-inch is still cheaper. The 65-inch G4 is still cheaper than the A95L. Because, let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Let's go back. Yeah, see right here? See right here? So you're talking about $2,500 for the 55, and then the 65 is $3,000. That's a big difference from the G4. That's a big difference. $3,000, bro. For the 65-inch compared to $2,300 for the 65-inch G4, man, I ain't that doggone crazy. No, I ain't got that type of bread. I'm sorry. Listen, I love my PS5 Pro and I love my PC, but I don't love it that much. So I always use Govee lights in the living room, bedroom, but yeah, I would want it in my office for sure. Showing off gameplay at night. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Sony is going to cost you. Sony is going to cost you, bro. He said, be smart with your bread and save for PS6. Hey, man. Hey. I'm just saying, most people are going to wait on the PS6, which is fine. And it's going to be expensive. Say, hey, Marlon, you ever thought about getting yourself a shelf where you can showcase your hardware and limit boxes and limited boxes? Yeah, possibly. Yes. Yeah, could probably get a shelf installed. Said be smart. Let's see here. It says, yep, I'm going to put some Govee lights on my G4 as well. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it, bro. From what I've seen with the Govee lights, crazy good. It says it's going to be a long wait. Yeah, it's going to be a long wait. But hey, some people want to wait. Hey, let them wait. Some people want to wait. Let them wait. Let them wait, man. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here today, guys. I really do appreciate y'all, man. And thank y'all so much. Let me see how well that gameplay stream is doing. Let's see how well that gameplay stream is doing. I want to see how well it's doing. Thank you guys so much for y'all support, man. You guys are awesome. Okay, still doing pretty good. I just don't understand. I'll have to look into some stuff here on why this specifically is still stuck at 1080p. So I'll do some more research on that. But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. It says, Marlon, my TV is less on sale. $479 Samsung QLED Q60C. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Oh yeah, GT7 is fire, bro. GT7 is so good. GT7 is so good. So good. But yeah, my plan is to do more 4K gameplays for y'all off the G4. Like do more gameplays. I'm going to do some more testing and kind of see, what's going on there. But I got you guys, man. I got you guys. It says still 1080p. It's a YouTube error, but ways around it. All my channel is 4K and HDR. Yeah, I think it's probably YouTube. Hopefully when I check it in the morning, it's 4K, because I look on the video file and I'm telling y'all, I look on the video file and it's 4K with HDR at 60 frames per second. You see what I'm saying? I recorded it 4K HDR at 60 frames. So I don't know why it's still showing 1080p, but we'll see tomorrow once, YouTube updates, because sometimes I heard it can take days for them to do it. But I love you guys, man. Hit the like button, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. Let's see if we can get over 300 likes on today's show. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with more bangers. And like I said, it seems as though that you guys care about the gameplays and stuff for the Pro. So I'll do more gameplays for you guys. And we'll just keep it pushing like that. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And as usual, like the great Etika would say, please have yourself a wonderful one. He said, unless you re-upload it, it won't change, my friend. Not going to re-upload it. It's already on YouTube, so not going to re-upload it. Said Marty was crying for you yesterday. You need to check. Crying? What do you mean crying? Love you guys. I do have to get going. Peace. Take care, guys. See y'all in the next one.